and welcome to your first video lesson in U.S. history. Today we'll be learning about how we elect presidents in the United States. Our essential question, which is the question you will be able to answer at the end of this video, is on your screen, and we're going to start our notes today by writing that down. Remember, you can always pause this video at any time to give yourself a little bit more time to write notes. You can also rewind if you missed something, and click on closed captioning for subtitles in English or in another language if that helps you learn. So in this video, we will be defining the vocabulary word electoral college. We're going to learn about how the electoral college system works and talk about why this system has become quite controversial over the past few years. So the electoral college can be a little confusing. So we're going to start with a simple definition, which you should be writing down in your guided notes. The electoral college is the process that elects the president of the United States. In the electoral college, each state gets a point value called electoral votes, and a person who runs for president has to collect 270 electoral votes in order to win. So let's take a look at this map of the United States. It's not including Hawaii or Alaska, sorry. Texas gets 38 points, or electoral votes. But Massachusetts, which is where I grew up, only gets 11. So why is that? Well, there are more people that live in Texas than in Massachusetts, and because of this, Texas is worth more in the electoral college system. I know you're probably thinking, I thought people went out and voted for president. Well, they do, but that doesn't always determine our winner. So let me show you an example you might be familiar with. So in 2016, Republican candidate Donald Trump ran against Hillary Clinton, who was a Democrat and was the first woman in U.S. history to be nominated by a major party for president. Of course, we know Donald Trump won that election. But did you know that Hillary Clinton got almost 3 million more votes than Donald Trump did? She won what's called the popular vote. More people selected her as their preferred candidate. So how come Trump is president today? Because he won the Electoral College. So here's how. In this map, you can see states that Trump won are in red, and Hillary's wins are in blue. But do you see how Trump won states with higher point values like Florida and Texas? He also won a few key states that Democrats were counting on, like Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. That brought his point total over the 270 you need to win. So by focusing on winning the majority of a few key states, rather than winning over the whole country, he became our 45th president. And that brings us to our last point. Is the Electoral College fair? Our current system makes winning the presidential election like a puzzle, where candidates try to figure out just how many points they can pick up to win. Some argue that a simpler way of picking our leader would be by a show of hands, and whoever wins the most votes becomes our president. So right now, the Electoral College is controversial, and in a recent poll, over half of Americans think that the candidate who wins the popular vote should win the election. But changing the system could take years and require us to amend or to change the Constitution. What do you think we should do? And with that, you finished your first video lesson. So remember to complete your guided notes before moving on. You can also subscribe to this channel for quick access to video lessons in the future. Thanks, y'all.